Namaste, welcome to SAM-VAD, Together in Conversation, and I'm Sunil Rao here. Last week I shared an excerpt titled Social Media and its impact from the book titled Like War, The Weaponization of Social Media by Peter Singer and Emerson Brooking. In this book, the authors explore, amongst many other things, the collision of war, politics, and social media, where the most important battles are now only a click away. Now it seems that we are all trying to find solutions to our various problems, individually or collectively, but the moment we find a solution, there seems to be a new problem that we come across and we wonder why. Now, SAM-VAD Together in Conversation, to the ones paying heed, this is where we try to draw your attention to things that matter and the importance of your attention. And that is because our life's experience would ultimately amount to whatever we had paid attention to. Attention is as fundamental as food, and we go blundering about seeking ways to assuage the craving instead of learning how to provide ourselves with what we need sensibly and calmly. Once our attention is drawn to the mechanism of why and what we give attention to, it is as if a veil has been stripped off and we become freer in our action and choices. And that is our endeavor. Understanding. This week I bring to your attention an excerpt titled Understanding Ourselves and Solving Today's Problems, from an article titled An Ancient Brain in a Modern World. Contributing writers are Robert Ornstein, David Sobel, and Sally Mullum. Through this and many interconnected articles, the authors are trying to highlight that to solve today's problems, we need to understand more about who we are and how our brain works every day, what psychologists call normal consciousness, and then take a look at what else it might be capable of. Understanding ourselves and solving today's problems. The excerpt. The work of evolutionary psychologists like Robert Dunbar found out that many characteristics we recognized as human, such as mentalization, sympathy, empathy, and a theory of mind, have been shared by hominid species since at least 700,000 years ago. By 35,000 years ago, the capacity for abstract thought and symbolic representation had finally become a stable and universal capacity of the human mind, and one of the traits that we share with all other humans. It enabled us to communicate in unprecedented ways and build the world we know today. We were the same human beings then as we are now. The brain's age-old strategies to ensure survival in the short term still hang on today. Among them are, what have you done for me lately? We are short-term animals who look for the immediate gain. We're extremely sensitive to recent information. Call me when something new happens. Our senses show us the outside world, but they operate to notice change, the beginnings and the endings of events. Loosely speaking, their operation follows the axiom, call me when something new happens. Maybe resonates with the word news? Okay. Get to the point. Our mental system determines the meaning and importance of any event and its relevance to ourselves based on a relatively small amount of information. In the process, it throws out almost all information that reaches us to get to the point. Here ends this excerpt. But as you read this and more interconnected articles and ponder as to where we have reached now in terms of our civilizational structure, you'll get to understand that why it is all the more important now to understanding ourselves in order to solving today's problems. So, I'm sure that you will find this in many interconnected articles thought-provoking and an interesting read. To read them, click on the following link. Do not forget to enjoy reading it with your family, friends, and near and dear ones. And if you prefer reading it by yourself, do not forget to share it with your family, friends, and near and dear ones. Concluding today's post and podcast episode, I thank all who take time out and read the blog post and listen to the episodes each week. For those who listen and have not subscribed to the podcast, I suggest you do, and leave a review and click on the bell icon so that you can be notified for all the new episodes that get uploaded every week. Until the next time, you all stay safe, healthy, and have a good day. Namaste. Thank you.